earth if we are, in the roaming in the idealistic way of something that cannot be done. Okay? So it's nothing but a waste of time, of things that cannot be realistic. It has to be practical. Many people suffer from that. They talk about a lot of things. It's great, but it's not practical. I remember my son was looking at, me and him were looking at one of these quantum field theories, I think, the string theory, and we came up about 26, 27 dimensions. He said, this is all mathematically possible. I said, Daddy, there is no doubt in the mathematics theorem that has put these things together. Yeah. However, this world is not made with 27 dimensions. You may give this theory to God and tell him that, hey God, make a world like this dimension. Our universe is not made. It's like you can design a bridge from here to moon. Yeah, probably. But it's not practical because we don't have enough material in the earth to put that bridge. The entire earth is not enough. So it's not practical, you see. We have to know a lot of scientific things are not practical. If you're going to be practical, the truth has to have two parameters. It has to be relative to our time and our need. If it's outside our time and outside our need, it's the truth that we have nothing to do with at the moment, So, let's go back to this another one. About honesty. I haven't spoken about honesty. Essentially, a liar has to lie because he's afraid or because he's in the need. In that case, unfortunately, legitimizes his lies, her lies. But if the fellow starts to lie outside of these two parameters, he's suffering from achievement deficit disorder. Oh, I've seen many of them in my life. They make up things, pathological liar, I don't know what you call them. And they just go on and on and on and on. We have to be honest in everything that we do. But this matter of honesty, it has to be accompanied with wisdom. The wisdom of honesty has to be beneficial and useful to you, to humanity. Abdul-Baha says lying is the worst things that one can commit. But if a doctor lies to a patient, thinking that you're feeling very good, very nice, your face is bright, that might save the person. By the same token, only a doctor can lie. Why? Because he's a physician, he's licensed. None of us can assume that position to lie to each other. Oh, I didn't lie to you. I didn't tell you because of this, because of that, because of that. No, we cannot assume that. Unless we're bound in a situation. Somebody's coming all of a sudden, wants to kill somebody, something else. So in that case, we have to defend. So this honesty and telling the truth, it has to be accompanied by wisdom. If there's no wisdom, that means you're not looking at the end result. There's not much of honesty involved, The guy wants to beat the shit out of his wife when he's asking me where she is. I don't know where it is. Of course, I'm like that. I said that actually I know where she is, but I'm not going to tell you. I'm not volunteering the truth. That's the best way to say it. All right. The next one. Confidence or self-esteem. In my opinion, certain attributes are volatile. They can be trained, taming them. Arrogance, pride, if you clean it, clean all the debris out of it, you refine it, it becomes confidence, which is, the experience, spiritual and social experience and everything that you have. But in all the measures of the confidence that we take, my personal opinion is that we have to always remind ourselves of the uncertainty principles of Werner Heisenberg, that he applied it in physics, and he found an electron's velocity and position at the same time. It's impossible. So it's a part of our nature that we are not able to achieve both at the same time. We have to remember, at the full height of our confidence, do not promise, do not say something without taking certain percentage of the measures of these uncertainty principles, and say that with the best of our knowledge, with a lot of experience and so on and so forth, I know this has to be done this way. But there is always room for improvement. So just say these things in order to feel always confident. Confidence is very important. It empowers other people, because your confidence, they may accept you, agree with you, and go and do. You can enable people by using the confidence. Number 2, okay. There's another one here I've written. Cooperation. Very, very important. The attributes of cooperation is a spiritual attribute that allows you to work in a teamwork. Okay. We are a team as a humanity, really. We should be. We're not. We're a mass, as Aldous Huxley says. But we should be a team. But any time in the life that we have, living with somebody, your wife, your children, your workplace, this spirit of cooperation allows you to learn to be a substitute for the people around you, in case if they fail, in case if they couldn't do something, in case if they miss something. That is called cooperations. You're operating it alongside of him. You're watching him. If he's missing something, you tell him. If you do that, you are cooperating. That means you have your own skills, but you are also equipped with some side abilities that, when it comes in effect, you could do that. All right? And I've written also that cooperation, it requires the quality and the spiritual quality of being flexible. So flexibility, which I explained already, and makes us to, be able to cooperate with others. Flexibility is required in order to be cooperative. All right. The next one I've written is defending the truth. Oh my God. If you cannot defend the truth, or if you don't care about the truth, any truth, you can't be a spiritual person. There is no spiritual being in the universe that does not defend the truth when they see it. The only PS is here that defending the truth has to be, again, has to have a good result. It has to help you, others. This is why you're trying to defend. When I was a kid, just became Baha'i, Muslims are very belligerent. They test you. They come and use profanity sometimes against the holy personalities in Baha'i faith. And I was, responding that vehemently. And sometimes I can think right now that it was not so great, because you're showing your emotions, your emotion taking you over because you want to defend, but you're not thinking of end results. So defending the truth is different from belligerently responding back. A Baha'i is proactive, it's not reactive. Baha'i faith believes those who are making mistakes, they are going in a wrong way, they're going to die. We don't need to kill them. The wrong that they're doing is their worst punishment. What else can you do for a person who is killing himself? Let him do it. So, defending the truth is absolutely a must that we have to do, but proactively. Right. Chastity. Oh, chastity is big. I remember when I said to one of the Baha'is that the word hijab, that you know what it is, veil, actually is not used in Islam in the word of Muhammad, in Quran. The word hijab hasn't come. But Abdul Baha actually uses it. He says the Baha'i women are in the perfect state of chastity and they are very well dressed, he says, and veiled. Here doesn't mean just the hair. It means you cannot dress up sexually inviting. Dressing is allowed in the Baha'i faith. Kitab al-Aqdas says it's free. But Abdul Baha says, watch out that you do not become, the means of the mockery of the, idiots and stupids. Do not make yourself to look stupid. I tell you clearly, if a person dresses himself up in order to sexually attract people, he or she is raping the mind of the people. Has to be charged, this person. In a high spiritual society, mind and spirit is there. You can't come up with a dress, I'm talking man or woman, to attract a 15, 20 years old man. You can't. How hard it is to bring a person who's hungry, is killing him, is starving, and you is right in front of him and start to eat food. How unethical it is. All of you understand that. It's the same thing. When you show your body to the person who is dying to have a partner, you are raping his and her mind. Stay away from it. Okay? You can't be a Baha'i doing that. Absolutely not. So, at all the time, we have to remember this. That chastity is so important. Very, very important. It's 95% referred to the matter of sexuality. In the Baha'i faith it is. And we're not allowed to get people involved, with that. Curiosity is another attribute, being inquisitive. As a kid, when I saw my father is bending up and down, praying to God, I was thinking that, who's this God? I'm going to go talk to him. I'm going to ask him, why do you want us to bend down? That doesn't sound very nice. Why does he want us to bend down in front of him? No, thinking of him as a magical being. Later on I found out there's actually a hidden imam Muslims have. They're waiting for him to appear, which is the Bab in the Baha'i faith. I said, certainly I will find him. And my father says, okay, you talk strange stuff. I found that being curious is so good. It's bad to eavesdrop people, but the curiosity is a solution, it's an antibiotic. For those who are embarrassed all the time, they're shy, they don't want to talk. Try to overcome that with being curious. Ask questions from people. Get involved. Find out why things are there. Being curious and inquisitive, which means really the spirit of asking questions, why things are. That's a great quality, great spiritual quality. All right? And it is basically caused so many great things to happen again, at all these times, wisdom is very, very important.